Give it a couple more seconds, see if anybody joins us. This is Malik Ahmad from MalikTheInternetMarketingTrucker.com. Kanye West is running for president, and yet you are still sitting on your hands and you haven't started your business yet. Kanye West is someone who some people love or hate. Some people think he's a fool, or some people think he's a genius. But either way, as far as music is concerned, if you're into hip-hop music, Kanye West has produced a lot of classics in hip-hop, and he also is, as far as I'm concerned, I would say he's a genius in the music industry. Now, with that said, Kanye West is an accomplished musician, artist. He's a producer. Now he's getting into operas, gospel. He is preaching the gospel as well. He has his own clothing line. So any way you shake it up, Kanye West, at the end of the day, he takes his fair share of chances. And now he's deciding to run for president. Like I said, love him or hate him, if you think he's cool or genius, or you think he's a buffoon, either way you look at it, I'm trying to tie this in, is you have to take your shot. You have to take your chances. And I'm using Kanye West as an example of someone who can be seen on both sides of the spectrum. Like I said, as a genius, some people consider him a clown because of some of the things he says. But he is an accomplished producer and an accomplished musician for sure. Now, what I'm trying to say is that Kanye takes his chances. Now, I want you to think about the position that you're in, the position that we are in as a world and as a country. Because I'm not from the world or whatever, I can only speak to statistics from the United States. But we have between 21 and 30 million estimated people who are now out of work. We have like 26 million who now telecommute, which means from the future on, I think a lot of companies are realizing they can get a lot of things done without having to have a full staff or have people at the warehouses or have people in the businesses. So the world as we see it is going to change. And I think we all can agree that the world that we've seen, or that used to be here, is going to be changed. It's not going to be the same world. So with that said, the numbers that we're seeing of unemployed may remain high for quite a while, because a lot of businesses are not going to reopen at all, due to the fact that, you know, most businesses cannot go, especially mom and pops, cannot go 6, 7, 8, 9 months, even with, I'm speaking for the U.S., even with a grant, let's say for $25,000. We have a program that giving some businesses $25,000. I mean, that may cover overhead for a month or two, but that's not going to give you enough where you're going to be able to keep the doors open very long. So with that said, we got, you know, here in Houston, we got businesses closing, doors, you know, getting, I use the term boarded up. They're not really being boarded up. But we have, you know, businesses closed that, you know, family businesses that have been open 20 or 30 years that are not going to open back up. All the programs that there is, the unemployment, like I said, is 21 to 30 million estimated. A lot of people are getting unemployment checks now. The extra $600 that the government had tacked on to our unemployment, that's already going away. People have to look at it like this. If you're in the U.S., the government programs, including unemployment, they're sure to end, because they always do. They always end. Like I said, it's 26 to 30 million Americans out of work. So if Kanye West is able to change hats and go for all the goals or any endeavor he wishes he goes for, why can't we? Why don't we? And what I mean by that is, we know that the economy, the country is not coming back the way that it was. We want it to, don't get it wrong. We're rooting, we're praying, we want it to come back. But we know how slow this is. If you've been through any recession that we've had, sometimes it takes years for it to come back. And then, like I said, some of us are going to remain unemployed because it's not going to come back to the strength that we want it to. Now, It's the perfect time if you have a goal or dream, you want to start your online business, you want to do something. Now is the time to start your business. I know people say, well, times are tough. I'm on unemployment. I understand that. Trust me, I do, guys. I understand that you're scared to take the little bit of capital that you do have and quote unquote risk it. But aren't you already taking a risk by doing nothing? Think about that for a second. These jobs, if they don't come back, unemployment at some time for you and your family is going to run out. Whatever program that you're benefiting from now, as far as like say they're helping you pay your rent or your mortgage, all these programs always run out at some point. So what are you going to do? You need to learn a skill such as maybe trading, Forex, something like that, or you start yourself a business. Now, businesses can be started for as low as $100. I know that you're saying $100 I don't have right now, but think about the alternative. When this program ends and you can't find a job, by the time the program ends, you could start making an income, and therefore you don't need unemployment anymore, and you can continue to be at home. Listen, guys, I started a 60-day challenge. It took me under 90 days for me to be able to sit home. It's possible. It's a lot of hard work, but if you're home and you're unemployed right now, and you could take that time right now and build yourself a business. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, if you go back and you look at my track record, my history, a 60-day challenge to see what I've done every day, plus work a job. If you were to do that at least in a day, which will probably take you maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe 90 days, you could be free to the point where you don't need to ever go back or ever look for a job again. I say that because I don't want you guys to get stuck and be out here in the world and looking for a job when there aren't any. There was a time when our economy took a long time. We had a recession. We had the housing bubble. We've had a lot of things happen where our economy didn't bounce back quickly, and a lot of Americans were hurt. Now, this is directed towards Americans. I know that there's a world watching, and I know you guys have your own unique situations, but this pandemic has took a toll on everyone. And if you have a chance or you ever had a desire to build your business, now is the time to build your business. And I say that is because I ain't gonna say most of us, but a lot of us are not working anyway. We're not working anyway. Let's take that time and build ourselves something. Let's build ourselves something where we don't have to depend on anybody or any government programs. Once the economy comes back, the businesses should do better. But believe it or not, there's still people working. I'll give you another example of something. The amount of people who searching for work at home and home-based businesses has almost tripled from searches before the pandemic. So a lot of people are looking for solutions. If you're one of those people, there are plenty of solutions online. For $100 and less, you could be in business. And all you have to do is get yourself what they call a DMO, daily method of operations. And you do that every day like clockwork. It takes compounding. I don't want you to think that you're going to start a business and a month from now, you're going to be able to quit. It may take you 3 months. It may take you 6 months. It may even take you a year. But you keep on compounding off of your efforts and you'll get there. And eventually you'll be able to stay home, or you'll have enough income to quit your job if that is your goal. Some people love what they do. If you love what you do, that's not a problem. I love truck driving, but at the same time, I realized how much I was missing in my family. You know what I mean? I was never there, and sometimes I would have to, show up in my truck to, my kids' school, to, go to fairs and things of that nature. And I kind of didn't want that anymore. I want to actually be there and raise my children, which, like I said, working 12 to 16 hours a day is very difficult to do. So that's one of the reasons I decided to do the 60-day challenge, which I didn't accomplish my goal of quitting the job in 60 days. But in less than 90 days, I was able to quit my job. It is possible, guys. It really is possible if you put in the work. Like I said, if Kanye West, hey Al Habaz, how you doing? If Kanye West can run for president, if he can run for president, there's no reason why you can't start your own business or follow your dream, whatever that dream is. Guys, life is short. This pandemic has taught us that nothing is guaranteed. Nothing lasts forever. Things that you think are safe tend not to be safe. So if you're going to bet on anybody, don't bet on your government. Don't bet on anybody. Bet on yourself. That's what this video is about. Bet on yourself. Kanye West can run for president. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to live your dream, start your own business, and do what you want to do. That man is doing all kinds of things that no one ever thought he would do. He started off as a producer. Then he became an artist. Then all of a sudden he's preaching the gospel. Then he's doing gospel music. He's doing orchestras. Now he's running for president. What I'm saying is, in our lifetimes, guys, we got to do what makes us happy. We got to do what our passion and our pleasure is. And that's all I want you guys to do. If starting a business, hey, Ali, how you doing? If starting a business is what you want to do, now is the time to get started. The economy is going to be a slow boogie before it picks up. In the U.S., I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know it's going to be a slow boogie here. We have a lot of people, 21 to 30 million estimated unemployed. That's a huge number. That's a lot of jobs that have to come back. And let's face it, some of these jobs that we've lost may not come back. And what I'm telling you is, if they don't come back, you need to be preparing a future for you and your family. And if you wanted to start your own business, whatever your goals and your dreams are, don't sit on your hands. Don't sit there waiting. Get up, get out, get something. Make your dreams and your goals happen. All right, guys, this is Malik Ahmad from MalikTheInternetMarketingTrucker.com. See you soon. Take action.